Police have a suspect today in the death of two young boys. They were found dead in a car pulled out of a river. As our Bill Logan reports, authorities say their own mother has confessed.
After hours of questioning, a South Carolina mother admitted to police that she killed her two toddlers.
The statement was made by the mother that she had suffocated the children, and of course the children were dead when they was placed into the water.
Police say they received a call early Monday morning from 29-year-old Shaquan Dooley claiming she'd been in a car accident and that her vehicle was in a river. When divers responded, they found her 2-year-old and 1-year-old son still strapped to their car seats. Ramona Millhouse watched the whole scene unfold.
Oh, it was terrible. Taking them two little boys out, it was awful.
Inconsistencies in Dooley's story resulted in her arrest for leaving the scene of an accident.
We have this morning served 2 warrants of murder against Mrs. Dooley.
Well, the mother had locked her four of her 5 children in the closet, like you heard, for 10 hours. And she's been charged with neglect of a dependent and is being held on $200,000 bond right now. And they're trying to get a gag order, and their prosecutors are asking for 72 hours or a little bit more time to find out more information on the story.
Let's go to Ellie Jostad, Nancy Grace, producer. You know, Ellie, what is so upsetting, you think about the size of this closet, how many kids were inside, and sort of describe, there were other things inside, not just the kids, right?
That's right, Rita. And this is a closet that is 6 feet by 24 inches. There are 4 children inside. We've got in the closet a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 7-year-old. Police say this wasn't an empty closet either. There were clothes inside, other items, and they believe these kids were in there at least 10 hours. The 7-year-old who survived said it was dark when she entered the closet, and it was dark when she got out.
Carl Brizzi, Marion County prosecutor. I have to ask you, Carl, when you hear this story, it almost seems like it doesn't get any worse. And yet she doesn't rush to call 911. In fact, I understand she fought to call 911. Her uncle was trying to do it, and she didn't want him to do it, right?
No, that's right. According to the probable cause affidavit, she attempted to prevent the uncle from calling 911 through the phone away from him, actually tore his glasses off to try and prevent him from calling 911. I can tell you that we as a community are struggling with this case. I personally am struggling with it. I've been the prosecutor here for almost 8 years, been a prosecutor for over a decade, and as a parent of 4, this is really difficult to comprehend.
You know, it is so upsetting, this case, and you cannot think, beautiful little young kids, 2 of them to die, and apparently this mother has locked children in the closet before.
Solved the January murder of a Conyers woman.
Investigators say the woman's killers are her own twin daughters, just 16 years old. Fox 5's Caitlin Pratt has the story.
Twin sisters accused of an unthinkable crime, killing their own mother. Conyers police say they took Tasmaya and Jasmaya Whitehead into custody Friday morning. The arrests come 4 months after 34-year-old Jermica Nikki Whitehead was killed in her Appaloosa Way home.
It was a brutal murder. She was stabbed and beaten to death.
At the time, the twins told police they discovered their mother's body after coming home from school. They went on to tell investigators they ran into the street, managed to flag down a passing deputy. Investigators say evidence sent to the GBI pointed to the girls. And because of the violent nature of Nikki's murder, police say they'll be tried as adults.
Her child. That's unbelievable.
Those who watched their neighbor's home become a crime scene in January had mixed reactions to the arrests.
There may have been some issues or something prior to, because their daughters had just come back to stay.
I pray they didn't do it.
Police say they've figured out who, but are still trying to figure out why.
As far as the motive, I just don't know.
Caitlin Pratt, Fox 5 News.
The teenagers are behind bars tonight at the Rockdale County Jail.